Hello, but this is X here, and today we are going to be starting a new series of videos. I'm going to be starting to do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh content on my channel for the foreseeable future, because I've really got back to the game. I just want to make some videos on it. So what we're going to be doing for the Yu-Gi-Oh videos is some box opening, box reviews, look at a band list now and again, card reviews and all sorts, deck reviews and all sorts of good stuff. So, let's start by having a look at the band list as of July 27th, 2015. Okay, so let's start things off by having a look at the effect monsters, which are forbidden in the advanced format of Yu-Gi-Oh! And are limited in the traditional format. So, of course, as you can still see, we have still got the Envoy Dragon, Cyberjar, of course, Doctrine of Chaos is on here, Fiberjar, Morphin Jar. Not much has really changed on the effect monster except for the new one there, which is the Djinn, Releaser of Rituals. In case you haven't heard or seen this card allows you to banish it from the graveyard to use it as one of the monsters required to ritual summon a monster. And while the ritual summoned monster is on the field, the opponent cannot special summon a monster. That is a badass card, hence why it has now been banned. So looking down the list a bit further, so which didn't shock me because I've actually not looked at the ban list officially for quite a long time. Thousand Restrict is on there. I can sort of understand why, because it is kind of a beast card. Not only does it have the effect of relinquish where you can steal your opponent's monsters, but it's just OP. Thousand Restrict. Then a little bit down this, another new one here, which is an XYZ monster. We have Lavolval Chain. Now this was rumoured to have been banned for quite some time, and now it is official that it is officially banned. Now I can sort of understand why, because as soon as you got this onto the field, it is a very OP card, and you can detach an XYZ material from this card in order to send one card from your deck to the graveyard, which could be useful if you would use a strategy where you go from the graveyard to the field, or you can send an XYZ material to the graveyard to select one monster from your deck and place it on the top of your deck. Now that could be used to do all sorts of crazy shenanigans. So that's really it for the effect monsters and the XYZ monsters. So let's move on to the magics. So now let's have a look at the spell cards, which are in the forbidden part. So yes, nothing has really changed on this since the last one. You still got the Brain Control, Card Destruction, Change of Heart, Delinquent Duo, Future Fusion, Gateway to 6, Harvest Rev does the Heavy Storm, Last Will, Metamorphosis, Pot of Greed, of course that's obviously never going to be unbanned, Premature Burial, and Super Rejuvenate and Super Polymerization as well. So not really any new additions to this, just the ones which were on the last ban list. Okay, let's have a look at the traps. Okay, so looking at the traps, yet again, nothing has really changed. You've got Last Turn, Return to a Different Dimension, Royal Oppression, Self-Destruction Button, Sixth Sense, Solemn Judgment is actually forbidden, which I didn't actually know. Time Seal, Trap, Dust Shot, and of course Ultimate Offering is still banned. So still nothing new in the traps, nothing has changed there. So let's move on to the cards which are now limited, starting with monsters. Okay, so now let's have a look at the limited section. So of course you have still got the 4 pieces of Exodia, Blockluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, Dandelion, Dark Arm Dragon, Exodia Forbidden One, Infernal Archfiend, Neospatian Grand Mole, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and if we look here, we have a new one added to the list, which is, I'm going to pronounce this completely and utterly wrong, Chirrut, Strategist of the Necros. I haven't actually heard of this card, so I'm going to bring it up on my other screen here and have a quick look and see if I can determine why it has now become limited to the deck. Previously, before this, it wasn't even actually on the list. So let's have a look at this effect. If you ritual summon exactly one Necros ritual monster with a card effect that requires the use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire requirement. Right, I see straight away why that is now limited, because that in a ritual deck which uses Necros is absolutely OP. So that is a very good reason why that was limited. And also, if we have a look as well, we've got the Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now this wasn't limited, oh sorry, it was forbidden, before, and has now moved to being limited from being forbidden. Apologise for this. So let's have a quick look at this effect. When this card is single summoned, you can activate this effect to remove from play to one card from each your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard. Oh my god, that is OP. No wonder that is now. I'm surprised that hasn't stayed forbidden, to be honest. But well, there we go. Okay, so let's move on and have a look at the limited magic cards. Okay, so taking a look at the limited magic cards here, nothing has really changed since the last list. You still name some Book of Moon Bow from a different dimension, Divine Wind of Mist Valley, Final Countdown, Gold Sarcophagus, Limited Removal, Mind Control, Monster Gate, 1 Day of Peace, 1 for 1, Regeki, of course, because it is like the most OP card in the game, and Soul Charge for some example. So nothing has really changed on them, so let's move on to the traps. Okay, so having a look at traps, again, nothing has changed on the limited trap cards. You've still got Compulsive Activation Device, Crush Card Virus, of course, Macrocosmos, Magical Explosion, Ring of Destruction, Skill Drain, Solemn Warning is on here as well, Soul Drain, Torrential Tribute, and Vanity's Emptiness, and Wall of Revealing Light. I didn't know that was a limited card, so that's pretty interesting. That will make me edit some of my decks. Okay, so let's move on to the cards which are now semi-limited. Okay, so let's have a look here. So, straight off the bat, we can see one right there, which is now semi-limited, which was limited. I'm pretty sure limited is when you can only have one card in the deck. Semi-limited is when you can have up to 3, I think it is. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's when you can have up to 3 in your deck. So, let me just bring him up here, and let's have a quick look and check him out. So there's a pretty few of the other semi-limited ones which I didn't actually know. Card Trooper, for example, Chaos Sorcerer, Honest, which I didn't actually know. Summon Monk, I didn't know that was semi-limited as well. Okay, so have a look at this card's effect. All level 3 or lower Sea Serpent type monsters you control can attack your opponent directly. Right, straight off the bat, I can see there why it was limited. I don't understand again why it's been moved down to semi-limited though, because that is quite an OP effect. Seriously, that could cause some serious shiznick in some decks. Okay, let's have a quick look at some of the other cards. We've got some Magic, Advanced Ritual Art, Charger Light, we've got Dark Hole, semi-limited. And we have a new one, which is in the semi-limited zone, which was actually limited, which is Dragon Ravine. And then we'll have Ceasefire and Ojama Trio. So, let's have a look at which ones are no longer on the list. Okay, so that is it for this look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Banned list as of July 27th, 2015. So if you've enjoyed this new type of video, don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, most follow me on Twitter, link down below as always. So last video to say, thank you so much for watching. I have been X-Star Killer X, and I will see you all in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Goodbye for now.